To the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Half 85.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Markel Lee. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man. Check 15. Check 15.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Matt Breida. His 17th touchdown now on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jake Ryan, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Let them know, let them know. Let him wait Monday. He's crashing.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
On third and long, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On 2nd and 9, Allen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Gary Conley. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Carr. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On first down, here's Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
This is Breida, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This is Breida on the draw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Haley got the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on first down is Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away and come pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jake Ryan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Matt Breida, 93 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Allen looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
They run the draw play with Mack, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Matt Breida on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 47.
Shotgun now for Carr. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now Carr, and able to complete it to Moreau. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Right now. We own them. We own them. We do it.
Here's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now, 180. Easy. Kill. And here we go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Carr. And this is caught by Watkins for an Oakland touchdown. Sammy Watkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bailey got the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check safety, check. Go, Chief.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Rolling to his right. And he'll find Moreau here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's Carr. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Check your hot read. 93.
Operating from the gun, Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Down. You ready? 47. Ready? 9. It's going to be a long day. Wahoo. That's right.
On first down, Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They run with Breida, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. They run again with Breida. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Hard
to throw for it on 4th down. Catch made, it's Moreau. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What do we call them, run fits? Everyone was in the right place.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On the delay, here's Breida. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Allen. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Matt Breida with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jake Ryan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. Allen going to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jake Ryan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And the pressure gets to him again. Markel Lee, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Well, throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Now it's Breida. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Carr completes it, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Running out of the gun here to Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They run for it with Breida. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
You're mine.
Carr going to throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it's second down. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
The ball carried by the wide receiver. Intended for Sammy Watkins. Incomplete. Brings up second.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Now, 6-18.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Hey, Mike's 7.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Carr going to go on fourth down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Carr going to look to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Zach Cunningham coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly